this amazing building here in the center of Memphis. This is called Crosstown Concourse. Today we're going to take a tour of this iconic building. You can live, work, play, create, educate, all here in this one building. Let's get started. We have a lot to see. I'm your host today, Kendra, and you're watching the American Dream TV. We're now here with Todd Richardson, who's the president and CEO of Crosstown Concourse. Tell us a little bit about the building, the history, and the remake of this building.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And thanks for focusing on Crosstown. So Sears Crosstown was built in 1927, 620,000 square feet that they built in 180 days. And so there were about 1,500 people who worked here. They handled 45,000 orders a day back when, you were calling or mailing in, no clicks. And so it was the center kind of this neighborhood. And this neighborhood grew up around it with all the activity. And then in around the 1980s, Sears started to struggle a bit with the new competition and losing some market share. And so they closed the retail store here in 1983 and then closed the whole building in 1993. And so if you think about all of the positive activity in the neighborhood that happens as a result of this building being active, well, the equally negative happens when it shutters. And so within 5 to 10 years, everything around the building was severely disinvested and distressed. And so when we got started in 2010, the building had been empty almost 20 years. And so it was really the thought about the neighborhood that drove the vision for the building itself. We thought about it as an opportunity to create a whole new neighborhood. So if you think about the things that you want to have in a neighborhood, quality residential, quality education, access to good health care, arts, food, entertainment. Rather than spreading those things out horizontally like you do in a traditional neighborhood, we stack those things on top of each other in the 10 floors that are the building. So ground floor is kind of everything you'd want around in Old Town Square. Restaurants and ice cream and coffee, pharmacy, bank branch, hair salon, nail salon. And then floors 2 through 6 are our commercial tenants. There's a charter public high school in the building, Crosstown High, with about 530 students. Church Health, they provide quality health care to the working uninsured, is here. There's a YMCA in the building. Crosstown Arts is kind of the lifeblood of the building. There's galleries and performance spaces, and they do all of our events and programming, including the live music behind us here today. And then there's all sorts of other education, healthcare, and arts as well.
Tell me where we're at now. What are we looking at? What's the space?
So this is Memphis Listening Lab. It's been here for a couple of years. I always say if Crosstown is a vertical city, this is our public library, but because it's Memphis, it's music instead of books. So it's 50,000 albums, 2,000 books and other ephemera, about 25,000 CDs. A guy named John King. He started his collection when he was 17, and then John King was in the radio business, recording business, label business. And so back in the day, when you wanted your song on a radio, you would send a 45 single. And so he just kept them and collected them and organized them. So if you look on the top 5 rows here, those are all 45s. There's about 35,000 of those, all collected by him over his 65-year career. So when he got to be in his late 70s, he wanted to make it open to the public. And so we worked with him to create this space. It's free and open to the public. It's open every day except for Monday, 11 to 5. You can come in, tell the librarian what you're interested in, and they'll pull the album, and then you go over on the listening stations and have a listen. So everybody who works here takes breaks down here. Crosstown High has classes in here. Residents come. It's kind of everybody's happy place. So this room, everything in it, from the acoustic panels to how the albums are placed, is for the acoustics of those 2 speakers. Those are Eggleston Works speakers. They're top 5 speakers in the world, and they're made about 1.5 miles from here on Broad Avenue. A guy named Jim Thompson, local, owns the company. And the only way to describe it is the best you can ever hear recorded music. And So when you're listening to music in here, you know it is top.
I wouldn't have believed it if I didn't hear it myself last week, but it's true.
It is true.
Well, you've done a tremendous job. It's a beautiful building, and thank you for giving American Dream TV the inside look. And cheers to the American Dream in you. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.